Oshie. So I've promised a little reading to help you figure out what is it that you see and experience. And I'm going to do a Celtic cross, but I'm going to use the Page of Cups as a significator. And it's interesting that when I took the deck out, this was the card on one of the sides of the deck. The other side was the Judgment card. But I really thought that that would be a great idea to use. Oh, there's there's the Knight of Cups. I think it's a great idea to use Page of Cups as a significator because pages stand for messages, and pages stand for messages. And ooh, hello there. And cups are a water suit and are related to the moon and psychic things, dream things. So, oh, and also pages represent children, and because you also wanted me to have a connection with your mother, that's why all of these characteristics I think would be great to signify in one card, which is the Page of Cups. All right, so this is the vice versa deck, and I'm still trying to figure out how I want to function with it. Perhaps I'm just going to lay out the cards without really paying attention what they are. I'm kind of looking to the side right now. I mean, I have good peripheral vision. And maybe I'll turn them, maybe I'll just go along with what I see straight away. I mean, you don't really have to turn these, right? Because they have a picture on either side. And actually, maybe I'll just mix them. Maybe I'll just mix the sides as well. Here we go. And you know, we'll see what we get. So the first placement is the situation that you're in, as well as the situation that you're in, as well as the thing that affects it, the factor that affects it. Okay, here we go. I'm kind of looking to the side. I will see some things, but again, I have excellent peripheral vision. So this will be, but sorry if it's a little crooked. This will be the situation and the thing that factors in to that situation. What is it that you know? What is it that you do not know? Your sort of shadow. How you came into this situation. Near future. So this is near past, near future. And then we have 4 more cards. And when I start looking at them, I'll organize them a little better in the frame. Your reserve, your personal reserve, or yourself, the sense of self, or your personal reserve that you can go to in order to address the situation. How other people influence your situation, fears or aspirations or hopes, and also the last one would be the most likely outcome. Okay, here we are, and let me take a look at these. So I probably will turn them around and look at them from all sides, because I know vice versa deck sometimes has meaningful other sides, and sometimes I personally feel like sometimes they don't add much to the narrative. So let me just organize this a little better in the camera. This is you. Okay, so your situation at the moment. Okay, your situation. It's interesting. 10 of Swords follow the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is kind of how I see you, because you do have visions. And this is what 9 of Swords would signify. 10 of Swords feels more like pain, actually. pain, and what influences it is dreams. The Moon card. Okay, here we are. So we have the Moon card, and dreams and illusions are bringing you pain, or illusions, things that you see, are bringing you pain. What you know is Five of Cups. Five of Cups is you see some loss. You see some loss. I'm not going to interpret what this loss might be in, but let's just say you lost something that you loved. But you also have something that you love. And I really like the reverse of this because it's got a flower growing, almost like, out of the tears that you shed on the ground, there's a beautiful rose growing out of all of that. But this is something that you know, right? This is at the top. This is something that you know. So it's like, you've lost something that you love, but you also know that sometimes you turn your back on things that they bring you this sense of love and care into your life, and you know that sometimes you turn your back on it. You know that about yourself, because that's in the position of you knowing about it. Here's what you don't know, and this is the Hermit card. The Hermit card, beautiful Hermit card. And the Hermit card is the card of sometimes loneliness, sometimes solitude, and looking beyond the earthly experiences to find a higher meaning in something, and to perhaps find peace within yourself and without society. And that's something that you don't know. Perhaps this is telling you to look within. And again, there's the Moon card. Perhaps it tells you to look within, but let's look at other cards and maybe I'll get additional sense of what this means in your situation. But this is something that you're not aware of for some reason. Maybe you're not aware of that you were meant to be at this point in your life a little bit inward of yourself, a little bit inward in yourself, and not necessarily being outward and social, and that's okay, is basically what this is telling me at the moment. How you came into this situation, you seem to have enough. You seem to have enough of what you needed. Four of Pentacles. This is a sort of an earthly type of king or count or whoever sitting in his throne and having enough and plenty for himself. In reverse, this card is telling you that everything that you need doesn't just end with earthly possessions. It goes beyond, and beyond there might be, you might have materialistic emptiness, but there is a potential to search into something more ethereal. And this is how you came into the situation. I think you were looking beyond the materialistic. You were looking beyond the materialistic, and this is how you came to be where you are. Now, the near future is telling us, is that the Emperor? The near future is telling us that Emperor usually signifies a person in your life, like a boss or somebody who has a hold of you, reputation-wise and career-wise, and this might be telling you that some emperor-like figure is turning away from you. Somebody who is a ruler in some realm. But let's look at other cards as well. The vice versa deck has a lot of symbolism in it as well. A lot of things like that. Okay, your personal reserve, Six of Pentacles. Your personal reserve. I feel like, this is the card of, again, this is a card of poverty. In the Rider-Waite deck, this is the person who is rich and is giving some coins to the two poor people. Somebody is at the top, somebody's at the bottom. So I'm considering the Rider-Waite meanings as well. Vice versa has its own way of portraying things. Your personal reserve, yourself, what can you do about the situation? Again, you're like the ruler of your own realm, right? You're the ruler of your own realm, but it's a very limited realm. Very limited realm. It's like you're impoverished by being confined to it. You're impoverished by being confined to your own realm. Other people's influences. Wheel of Fortune. I know this looks like the Mage, but it's the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Other people's influences on you. But why is it, in terms of this situation, Wheel of Fortune? You know what? Maybe people cannot have an influence on you. Wheel of Fortune isn't people. This is trying to say that people cannot influence you in this situation of yours. The life can, the fortune can, circumstances can influence you. People cannot influence you. That's interesting. Fears and... one second. Fears or hopes. This is the King of Swords. This could be hopes and fears at the same time, right? Because like King upright or reverse, that's like two, opposite meanings in this sense. It doesn't have to be for cards, but for King of Swords, the upright King of Swords means daring truth, knowing the truth, cutting through the lies. Reverse Ten of Swords means injustice, lies, deception. So you, it's like you're hoping to find the truth, and you are afraid to be misled about the situation. I mean, we all are, but it's interesting that in this case, because like personally, I'm not sure that I necessarily want to know only the truth and nothing but the truth. I mean, I'm just interested in this topic. I don't really depend on knowing the truth that much, but it seems like you do. You literally, in the position of your hopes or fears, you have like sort of the truth card. Also, this signifies a person, right? The court cards signify a person. So could it be that you're afraid of some man, some ruler figure or father figure? Doesn't have to be father, but are you afraid that some person in your life might maybe not tell you the whole truth, maybe might not say things they know and thereby lie to you by taking away your right to know things, something like that. And of course, you would like for them to face you and to tell you what they know and to share that information and to disperse any lies or illusions you might have. But it's something to do with a person. And also, perhaps like a bachelor, a lonely person, not necessarily a married person. So that's just something to keep in mind. Sorry, I'm like shaking cards in front of you, but I like doing that. I like shaking cards. Likely outcome. Likely outcome is the Ace of Pentacles. Again, upright reverse perhaps doesn't have much difference. This would be upright. It's a gift. It's a gift. Sometimes I think of this card as an amulet, like an amulet that might that might protect you, right? Is the likely outcome for you to find an object in your life, or to be given an object in your life that either explains things or protects you or clarifies things. It's like, it's a gift, right? Ace of Pentacles, it's a gift from above, but it's a materialistic gift, right? But connected with your issue, it would be a gift that is embodied in an object, but pertaining to your situation would be valuable because of its clarification abilities and or protective abilities, again because of this issue. So it's a bit of a gift here. You know what? Here's what I'm going to say. This is upright. This is reverse. I don't think it makes any difference, but I think the reason we got it this way, is this gift a house? Is this gift a place of where you live? A cabin? A place that you hide in, right? A house. There's two people talking. Maybe there's two people involved in finding you the house, something like that. Two men. So could be an amulet, could be an object, right? Could be a photograph that you derive information from, that maybe you keep close to your heart, right? Because it's a material thing, right? Could be a house, could be a place that you live in, could be a place that you go to. Is it a place? Okay, so that's what I'm feeling for this one. Okay, Oshie. So there it is.